Hey there folks, and welcome back for another shaving video. And I wanted to give you a close-up look at the above the tie. This is called the above the tie bamboo SE1. This is a single edge razor that takes the artist club style blades by Feather, for example. I think Kai makes them too, and there might be some other people I'm not aware of. Now, keep in mind this razor is not yet released, but you can go pre-order it, and I'll give you the URL right there where you can pre-order. I used this morning and it's fantastic. Let me tell you, Cobra, when they came to the single edge razor scene, they sort of rapped on the door, and then Mongoose came and they sort of turned the handle and began to go in, and then AT&T, I call it AT&T, sorry, above the tie, that'll keep me from saying AT&T. Above the tie came along and blew the door off the hinges, blew the whole wall out. They said, I'm here, look at me, I mean something, I stand for something. This thing is beautiful. I had a wonderful shave with it. I'm going to continue to use it throughout the week. But what I really want to do is just give you guys a look at this. Like I told you this morning, if you saw my shaving video with it, talked to Stan about a year ago about making an SE, and he was thinking about it at that time, and I said, you got to do it. You got to do it. We need the competition. And I also mentioned at the time doing a wavy type handle, which Above the Tie didn't have, and he's done a beautiful job with this bamboo handle. This is a 3-piece razor, by the way, and I'll take it inside in a little bit and show you, give you a better look at it. But right now, out in the daylight, it's raining a little bit, but we're not bothered by that. We're showing you the Above the Tie bamboo SE1. The rain is not going to bother us. Look at this handle, just remarkable. Great fit and finish as you would expect. Look, I make no bones about it. $185 is a lot of money, but that's what Above the Tie costs, and you get $185 quality. Is it 10 times better than the Colonial razors, General, the Mongoose? No, it's not. However, this is the king of single edge razors in my opinion, just based on one use. Now, if it changes, I'll come back and tell you, but I gotta say this morning was probably the best shave I've ever gotten on the first shave of a razor, ever. It was just absolutely remarkable, and I got that shave using a Feather Pro blade. So here's a look at the base plate, which is, again, it is machined to perfection. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. The Above the Tie engraving in there, hopefully you can see it. I don't know, it's hard to tell out here, but 2016, let me tell you guys, this is solid. This is a razor that's going to last you a lifetime, and it worked magnificently for me. And since the handle is not super wide and big around like a roll of quarters, I found it to be fairly nimble, even though it's stainless steel. Now, the one thing that people probably will take shots at is that it isn't entirely polished on the underside, and sometimes that's an issue for me as well. But in the case of this razor, it's just so finely done everywhere else. And to me, I mean, how many times are you looking at that? Now, if it was all scratched up and you could see lines and so forth, I'd have a problem with it. But that I don't really have a problem with as is. And when we go inside, we'll give you, again, another look at this. We'll show you how to put the blade in it. And I gotta tell you, the shave on this was phenomenal. It feels great. The Mongoose, for example, that I think it was called Dub Legend handle, it was just too wide, too big, too hefty. It made it cumbersome. This guy is, to me, it's perfection right out of the box. So let's go inside. I'll give you a look at this in my makeshift light box, and hopefully you can see it a little better. And then we'll come back and finish everything off. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're inside, and you can see we have the Icon Bamboo SE1. And the first question that always comes up when we show any of these single edge razors of this type is, how does it compare to a double edge razor? And there you can see the difference in the length of this guy versus a double edge razor. And let me show you the difference in the blades here, as that may be helpful. The single edge razors of this type uses that Feather Artist Club style of blade, and here of course is a double edge razor blade for comparison. You can see that once again the single edge blade is considerably more wide, and it is much more rigid. There's very little flex, if any at all, in this style of blade. The other question that comes up is, how does the blade go in this guy? And we will show you, although it's kind of hard to do. as I'm wrapping my hands around the camera here, but basically just take it loose like so. Let me find my blade here. You see these notches here? We will lay the blade in the notches. We will put our top cap back on, and bam, it's locked in. And that blade is not going to move because those notches are, we're going to hold it in tightly. So you're not going to have any problems with it shifting around or slipping around. Once you get it locked in, it's locked in. And so there you see the amount of blade that is revealed. I can't recall which blade I picked up, whether this was the Feather Pro or the Feather Super. Probably the Pro, but so that's how the blade comes in. And of course, it's quite easy to take out. You just, you know, it'll kind of fall out for the most part, so no problem with it. Now here's a closer look at the base plate. Look at that precision. I mean, that is remarkable precision, and everything fits together just perfectly. There's the above the tie stamp that you've come to know and love. Excellent fit and finish, and if I had to guess, I'd say the only knock people will have is that the inside of the top cap isn't polished. But for me on this razor, it's not really an issue because the rest of it is so well done, and it's such, to me, it's a masterpiece. You know, even with the lack of polishing there, this handle is remarkable too. I mean, it's the first handle that I've seen like this. It feels very good. It's got some weight to it because it is stainless steel, but it's not too heavy, and that's what you want to stay away from in a razor like this, because this is all stainless. The head tends to be a little heavy, so if you have a super heavy handle too, it makes it cumbersome. But I found this razor to be rather nimble this morning when I was using it, and as you can see there, everything fits together perfectly. Again, I think this is a masterpiece. I think this is, you know, going to be the best premium single edge razor on the market, bar none. And here's what I say. If you have the $185 and you're interested in this style of razor, this is going to be the one to get. If you are in the market for a budget razor, get the Colonial Razors General. I will own both. I have bought both, and I will own both and use the Colonial when I'm in the mood for shave with a relatively light razor, and when I want a little more heft, I will bring the above the tie Bamboo SE1 to the table. Look at that. This thing, guys, is beautiful. So there you have your closer look. If you have any questions, you know, as always, you can email me, and let's get back outside and wrap it up. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, so there you've seen it. The above the tie Bamboo SE1 single edge razor uses those Artist Club style blades. If you are interested, it is available via the Above the Tie website, which you will see right here. You can pre-order it now, and it will ship, I think he said, sometime this summer. And I got to tell you, this right here, this is the king, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the market for a premium single edge razor, look no further than this. I can't say, I can't find enough adjectives of praise to put on this razor. That's how well I like it. In fact, Justin from Shave Revolution told me when he got back from the Big Shave West event where he saw this razor, he was like, I'm getting rid of all my other single edge razors. It is a knockout. I guess he was able to look at and hold this, and I understand, Justin, what you meant. This right here is indeed the single edge razor of the gods. The Icon Bamboo SE1, and it does look like bamboo, which I happen to have out in the back in Mass, so I knew a little something about that. Thanks, guys, for watching, and remember, as always, keep them up, keep them open, and follow the money to get to the truth.